People, hello, how are we? Hopefully we're all doing well. I'm Tom. On the weekend, we saw a fantastic boxing card headlined by Artur Beterbiev versus Dimitri Bivol. And what a fight that was. But this video isn't about that. This video is about what next for Ben Whittaker. I think we need to dissect what happened on Saturday night first and foremost. You can put it down to a very, very strange, abstract, abnormal performance for Ben Whittaker. Ben Whittaker's come away with an Olympic silver medal. He's no novice boxer. He should be levels above Liam Cameron. And that's no disrespect to Liam Cameron. Liam Cameron proved he was a game opponent on Saturday night. But Ben Whittaker should be levels above that, not coming away with a draw after 5 rounds, with momentum going against you. And if we're honest, luckily coming away with a draw. I had him probably down on the scorecards. I think I've gone back and watched it. I haven't ever really scored it, but when I initially saw it and I knew it was going to go to the judges' scorecards, I was thinking to myself, Ben Whittaker's not won this. I wasn't necessarily thinking Liam Cameron's won. I was just thinking Ben Whittaker hasn't won. Now that can mean it was a draw and it went down as a draw. I was just thinking Ben Whittaker's not won this. I've gone back and watched it since and I have thought Liam Cameron's unlucky to get a draw there. Not Ben Whittaker's unlucky to get a draw. Not Ben Whittaker's lucky to get a draw. I've thought Liam Cameron's unlucky to get this draw. He should feel hard done by. And that's not what Ben Whittaker should be doing. Ben Whittaker should be, if anything, banking those early rounds and then Liam Cameron coming on strong at the end, trying to go, I've got to knock him out here. Let's go for the knockout. That wasn't what was happening. And why? One or two things. He might have had a really off night. Something could have gone down in training camp. Something could have gone down before the fight. Something could have gone down during the fight. I don't know. Or maybe he's just overhyped. I've said for all of Ben Whittaker's career, we need to start on this hype train because there's a difference between being a fantastic boxer and showboating. And he's showboating, which, don't get me wrong, he should have won this fight, but he's showboating against journeymen and he's beating them in the boxing ring. But he's not looking like a... Sometimes you watch prospects and you just think, wow. I watch Moses Atuma. I watch Moses Atuma's fight and I go, wow. Like, wow, you're a prospect. You are some prospect. And I mean, even Nick Bohr, you know what I mean? Like these sorts of, you could still classify him as a prospect. These sort of prospects, and you just think this is incredible. I didn't think that watching him. I was thinking, look, you're good. You are good, and I think you will get to world level. But your showboating isn't clouding my judgment that you're not an unbelievable boxer. And I've said that from the start. I've said, look, we need to start on the hype train a little bit because he's just showboating. He's not done anything fantastic. And in fact, the last 2 performances we've seen, minus Saturday, this is before Saturday, I wasn't that impressed. I was not that impressed. Going into Saturday, one of the broadcasters actually said before the fight, he's the hottest prospect in world boxing. That is crazy. That is crazy talk. Slow the fuck down on the hype train. He's not that. And that's no disrespect. But he's not that. You know what I mean? And he went in there and he didn't showboat. And I think that's because Liam Cameron brought the fight to him. I don't think that's because there was something going on. We saw it in his last 2 fights before that. When someone brings the pressure, Ben doesn't like it. And he won't showboat. He'll get back to his boxing fundamentals, which is good, but he doesn't like it. And he'll step back and get back to his boxing fundamentals. And I've said, if you can't showboat against the top guys, don't disrespect and be a dick to the bottom guys, in my opinion. Because they're stepping in there, ultimately, to further your career. Okay, and he stepped up to Liam Cameron's level. Liam Cameron bought the fight, he didn't like it and didn't showboat. Did all right in the first couple of rounds, momentum started shifting, and then he swings over the rope and does his leg. Now, in the fight, it doesn't look like anything's happened. I was watching it, I don't understand what's happened here. But since then, apparently there have been photos and stuff, apparently his ankle is pretty bad and whatever. I'm not saying he faked it. That's not for me to say. You make your own opinions on that. But he stopped the fight, was lucky to get a draw. And like I said, I personally think it wasn't necessarily an off night. It's just that Ben Whittaker isn't all that. He showboats against poor guys. When someone brings the fight, he'll stop and dial it down a bit because he can't do it. You know, if he's not comfortable, and that means he won't be able to do it at the top level. Someone bought the fight against him. He didn't like it. What next for him? It has to be the rematch. It has to be the rematch. Nothing else will do. Liam Cameron was hard done by there. Everyone sees that. You know, a draw was lucky for Ben, not the other way around. So he's earned the rematch. He deserves the rematch. And Ben Whittaker's got some questions to answer now. He needs to go back to the drawing board, get back to boxing, maybe change trainer, and fix what went wrong, and right the wrong, and answer those questions. So it has to be the rematch. But also the fans need questions answered. We need questions answered. We need to see what level he is. I still think he'll go on to be world level, but not necessarily a world champion. I don't think he's going to go down as one of the greats. So it has to be the rematch. But you let me know your thoughts, people, in the comment section down below. Why do you think the fight was stopped? Do you think he quit? Do you think he didn't quit? And it was a genuine injury. How were the scorecards for you when the fight ended? Was he ahead? Was he behind? Was it level? How did you have it? And what do you want to see him do next? I look forward to reading it, people. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. You know how YouTube works. Peace.